What's going on, family and friends? This is My Thoughts Uncut. I'm your host, Terrence Manning. We're going to be talking about ICE Shakeup. Yes, they want more deportations, mass deportations. So, we're going to talk about how the leadership has been removed and replaced by Border Patrol leadership. Tom Homan's going to talk to Border Bazaar and the acting director of ICE. Let's get to it.
All right, welcome back in here too, live now from Fox. I'm Andy Mack. A major shakeup is underway inside of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement leadership. Growing friction with the Department of Homeland Security over deportation tactics and priorities. According to Fox, ICE leaders in Denver, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and San Diego were all relieved of their jobs and
That sound like all liberal cities. He said Denver, LA, Philly, Phoenix. Well, Phoenix is in Arizona and that's a swing state. So, but I think Phoenix is pretty liberal. And San Diego, Philly, yeah, all liberal, all liberal. So, yeah, I can see why the leadership there is probably not doing as well as Trump wants them to do when the borders are. They're trying to get all these illegals out of here. They're not messing around.
moved to other posts. And of course, this coming in on Fox News saying 10 times a mass shakeup of ICE leadership underway amid that growing friction as the overhaul affects ICE field offices in at least 8 cities, will replace many senior leaders with Border Patrol officials, marking an unprecedented power shift inside the DHS, exposing sharp divisions on how far to go in ramping up deportations.
I'm telling you, they got border patrol leadership there. Ooh, this is gonna get good. They not playing. You better run for it, run for it, run.
According to Fox News. And it was yesterday, the big scoop from Washington Examiner's Anna Giartelli saying the Trump administration removing top 5 ICE officials from their posts will replace them with several senior Border Patrol agents. Let's be joined right now telling this story, the first really on this story, talking about this major shakeup within ICE. Anna, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What does this mean for immigration operations throughout this country?
This means it's going to be bigger, tougher, and faster. I guess it's kind of like the Kanye West song, actually. ICE is now getting significant help from Border Patrol. I spoke with the head of Border Patrol last week, Mike Banks, and he told me that 27 cities now have Border Patrol agents in them assisting. That means Border Patrol agents have been pulled from the northern, the southern, and the coastal borders. The border is in a terrific spot since President Trump took office.
Shout out to Trump. Border is safe. Best numbers ever. Now these agents can help out in other areas now. This is going to be good.
Fewer people crossing. And so Border Patrol is able to send those agents to help elsewhere. But what we're seeing are not just agents assisting ICE, but senior Border Patrol agents now filling the ranks within really high positions at ICE. And so the question is now, what is really going on?
Yeah, what is really going on, and some of the friction is very much in plain view for all the public to see. And of course, Department.
Well, you know what's going on. They're not doing the job that they should be doing. They're probably hesitant on doing certain things that they're allowed to do because they don't want to look bad. But you can do it when it's within the law. That's the bottom line. But they're not doing it clearly. And they're not out getting it like Trump wants them to. He wants them to be nonstop. We got about 12 to 15 million illegal immigrants here. And he's trying to get all of them out before he leaves in 2028. Maybe. Maybe he'll be president again.
Of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem there. What is her role in all of this?
Kristi Noem is the secretary. She's a Trump nominee. She works alongside Corey Lewandowski, who is a senior advisor at the Department of Homeland Security. And they are the ones who are implementing President Trump's agenda, working closely with Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller in the White House to carry out that agenda. They're going up against Tom Homan. Tom Homan is the former Border Patrol agent of 3 decades, went on to be ICE chief. and now is the White House border czar. So a little different focus now than immigration, focuses on the border, but there's a clash going on behind the scenes because Tom doesn't want ICE officers, agents, officials to be touched.
Nope.
And right now we're seeing DHS, Noam and Lewandowski really pushing for more to be done. And what Homan is saying is you can only do so much.
Yeah, that is a very good point. And obviously, that continuing to grow, and maybe people aren't very familiar that ICE and Border Patrol are very separate. You also reported on this, saying what's coming up is Border Patrol's more in-your-face, aggressive style. Talking about this from Greg Bavino, talking about some of this in different cities. Are we, as you noted, is this going to be more aggressive? Are we expecting more deportations because of this change?
You know, I think we could see more deportations. Certainly, arrests are the first step in a deportation. I think we could see more arrests because if you're having Border Patrol assist, that's more boots on the ground. You're going to see, you know, more done with that. I think as far as the approach we're seeing, Greg Bavino, he's a Border Patrol official from El Centro, California. He's leading this citywide operation in Chicago and others. He's really taken on more of President Trump's style, more of in your face, don't mess with me, we're coming in hard, you know, parading Border Patrol agents down Michigan Avenue, I believe it was, in Chicago a few weeks ago. And so that's what President Trump likes. That's what DHS likes. And so they want to see more of that. And then the upsell is even if they're not necessarily arresting more people, that message to someone in the country illegally is, we're here, we're coming to get you. It's very aggressive. And so for the Trump administration, even if they're not putting hands on people, they might be scaring people potentially into self-deporting.
And that's what we want. We want them to self-deport. That's the best way. And it gives them opportunity to come back the right way if they self-deport. It's clean slate. But and they said they'll pay for it too. Flight, go back, you know. But we're gonna see what we're gonna hear from Tom Homan, and we're gonna hear from the acting ICE director, Todd Lyons. I think that's his name.
A major shakeup coming to ICE. Several senior DHS officials tell Fox News the Trump administration has removed up to a dozen ICE chiefs around the country. The administration is unhappy, apparently, with the slowing pace of deportation and wants more aggressive tactics used. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons joins us now. Can you update us on those efforts and status of those deportations, sir?
Hey, Sandra, thanks for having me. Well, you know, President Trump has made a promise to the American people that he's going to see the biggest deportation effort ever. And that's what we're doing. You know, we've heard so much over the past weekend, but I can tell you that the ICE leadership team, the Border Patrol leadership team, DHS as a whole, we're in lockstep, and we are going forward on the president's promise to deport as mass deportation. That's what we're going to do. We are focused on the criminals. We're focused on those almost 1.5 million people that have defied court orders, that have been ordered legally deported by judges, yet still.
See, this is the issue that Trump and Republicans have, is 4.5 million illegal immigrants that were ordered. They had orders to be removed. And of course they didn't show up to get placed back to their country. Of course they skedaddled. I mean, I don't blame them, but come on now. So yeah, that's another thing that people don't realize. These people are not following their court orders. And if you are a US citizen and you disobey a court order, what happens? Exactly.
Stay in the country, United States. This is what the American people voted for, and that's what we're going to do. Secretary Noem has made sure that we have all the resources we need. We are laser focused, and we're going to do this for the American people.
What's the reason for the ICE shake?
Look at that. 2 million people have already been deported. And 1.6 of them say, hey, look, hey, we want no beef. We're going to go back ourselves. 2 million people. This man has been in office January 20th. He was sworn in, the inauguration. And in 9 months, we have 2 million people already out of this country. Best president ever. Best president. And he's not going to stop. He wants more. He wants massive deportations. He's like, this ain't enough. That's a true leader.
Shakeup and some of these reassignments happening?
You know, Sandra, we don't comment on personnel issues. I'm not sure why the Shakeup's such a
Your business, lady.
bold thing right now. But what we're doing is we're going to make sure that we have the right people in the right place. That's what we're focused on. You know, as a leadership team, we are focused on filling the gaps where we have vacancies right now, where we have individuals.
Okay, so we got Philly, New Orleans, El Paso, Denver, Phoenix, San Diego, Los Angeles, of course, Portland, Seattle. So basically, the swing state in Arizona, Phoenix, and then El Paso, Texas is right near the border. So I'm not sure why that person that was in leadership there wasn't following orders. That's basically what it is. You're not following the orders that Tom Homan and President Trump and Kristi Noem are giving you. You have to ramp up the deportations. Stop holding back, ramp it up.
That are getting ready to retire after great careers, we're going to go ahead and make sure we have the right people in the right place. And that's what we're focused on.
Okay, so Tom Homan was asked about this on Fox News earlier, and here's how he responded to that, Todd.
Look, personnel changes happens a lot. Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, has total authority over ICE and who serves in what positions. So, I think the results speak for themselves. I think we're not going to be slowed down by any story about changes in leadership. I can tell you that Trump administration is dedicated to achieving a record deportation.
Okay, so to that.
Listen, family and friends, they are not messing around. They didn't even give them much time. They saw an issue and they said, "Hey, look, this is how we want it ran. This is what you need to do." That's it. One time after that, hey, no, you got to get out of here. We're gonna put somebody else in here that's going to be a better fit. It's gonna mesh well with what we're looking for. So all of these illegal immigrants that are in the United States, it's about to get crazier, and crazier as in more deportations. They're gonna get them out of here, and Trump is continuously winning in the courts. They keep appealing and winning. So the Democrats can do whatever they want to do, but they've lost. They're done. All they have to hang their hat on is holding up the damn government shutdown. That's basically what they're doing now because they want more illegals to get away with the crimes that they're getting away with because crime equals. So, but they better watch out because on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you better watch for the streets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, like, subscribe, and guys, if you disagree with me, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not sensitive. I got tough skin. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Peace. Wait, whoa, whoa. No, not yet, not yet, yet. Hit that bell. Hit that bell. Notification. Peace.